Good evening, believers. How are you doing today? This is Love Coach Dasha coming to you today for the Healing Hour Live. I've been live with you all week because it's a challenge week inside the Facebook group, but I decided that I wanted to be here with you again for our Thursday night regular of talking about how to get on the healing path. I want to sit with you. I want to talk with you. I want to hear all your questions about getting and staying on the healing path. Now, you are in the right place if you have been through the trauma of infidelity, but you want to stay. You want to work it out. You have decided that this is still your person. This is the person that you love, the person you want to be close to, the one you want to forgive. This is the person that gets that. And I have no problem with that whatsoever. I believe in your choice. If you are saying that this is the person who, above all others, deserves your forgiveness because you love them, because of how you feel about them, I believe in your judgment. I think that you're right. I don't think that you have to explain it to anybody. I don't think you have to agonize over the decision. I'm saying go ahead and go for it. Make that decision. If this is the person that is worth it, that you want in your life so much that you are willing to forgive, you're willing to move past this, okay, that's a good thing. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm glad you found that person. All right? Oh, the promised one. Hello. How are you doing over there on Instagram? Glad you're with me. Glad you're here. All right, let me make sure I can see everything. I'm muted on that. Okay. All right. So if you have never been with me before, try to go, if you're on Facebook, go to streamyard.com/Facebook and it will allow me to see your name when you post things, when you have a comment, when you have a question. Okay. All right, so we're going to do what we always do. We're going to do the thing. We are going to start off with the basics, the things that you can do right now to start to get past this trauma. You deserve to get past this trauma. And that's what it is. It's a trauma. When you've been cheated on, you have been traumatized. And so we have to treat it like that. We have to actually start working on it and getting to the place where we can feel like, okay, I can leave this trauma behind. I don't have to keep on carrying this baggage with me. That's what we need to be working on in order to heal, in order for this relationship to work out, everything. You're going to need to go ahead and start your healing. Don't wait for anybody else. Don't wait for him. I know you want your honey to fix it because they were the one that messed it up. I get it, but let's not wait for them. Let's go ahead and be a part of our own rescue, okay? We do not need to wait on anybody. We can do these things, the things that I'm about to tell you, all the time, and it will help you. It will help to regulate your emotions. It will help get you back under control and make it so that you can be the person that you want to be instead of being who the trauma is wanting you to be. Okay, because that's not a pretty person, is it? I remember when I was on the trauma, I was not the same as I am now. I was very high strung. I was very angry. I yelled a lot. I had issues back before I finally got my emotions under control. So I don't think I didn't like being like that. I'm hoping that you don't like being like that either. I think if you're trying to work it out and get back to the love, you really don't want to be like that. So let's work on it. All right. First things first, before anything, before everything, do your deep breathing. Stop what you're doing. Do your deep breathing. One more time for the people in the back. Do your deep breathing, okay? I understand it's just breathing. I get it. I understand you feel like it shouldn't do that much, but it really, really does. When you are under stress, when you are triggered, because we've been doing that in the Triggers Challenge, when you are triggered, your body automatically reacts. You have to get back in control of not only your emotional response, but your physical response too. If you're just trying to do it with the emotional part, you're handicapping yourself. You're making it so that you have one arm tied behind your back as you're trying to help yourself. We need to recognize we got to do something about the physical part too. So that's the main thing that you're going to do about the physical part, because that is opposite the fight or flight reaction. When you're doing your deep breathing, when you're breathing slowly and deeply, letting out all that carbon dioxide, taking in as much oxygen as you can, you are breathing the exact opposite of the way you do when you're in fight or flight mode. So that in and of itself will tell your brain, hey, calm down. I am not in danger. Stop that. That's what you're doing when you're doing your deep breathing. So please do your deep breathing, all right? We're going to do our deep breathing together. We're going to do it 3 times, but do this 5 times a day. All right, one more time, 5 times a day. Seems like a lot. It's really not. You'll just be keeping yourself balanced throughout the day instead of letting your anxiety reach for the sky and then kind of drop when you finally do your deep breathing, okay? All right, but we're just going to do it 3 times for the sake of time. All right, what we're going to do is 4, 7, 8 breathing. What you're going to do is blow out. Try and deflate your lungs as much as you possibly can. And then we're going to inhale for a count of 4, hold that breath for a count of 7, and then we're going to blow out like we're blowing out an entire cake full of birthday candles in one breath for a count of 8, okay? If you cannot do it the first time, I promise you, do it again, you'll be able to get it, okay? Even with allergies, I got problems. I always can do my deep breathing. Even when my nose is stuffy, I'll just breathe through my mouth. So go ahead and go for it, all right? Just follow along. Even if you don't get it the first time, you'll have it the second or third time, okay? All right, we're going to blow out. Oh, make sure you make the noise when you blow. We are creating a good trigger here. We're creating a trigger in our brains that says, oh, I heard us exhale really deeply. That means that we're calming down, that things are okay, we're safe. That's what that means. So that's what we're trying to link that to, okay? All right, we're going to take our deep breathing. You ready? Everybody here with me? Everybody else on Facebook? Come on, we're going to do our deep breathing, all right? Give me likes, give me hearts if you're ready to do your deep breathing. All right. First things first, we're going to blow out. Inhale through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blow out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blow out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blow out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lovely. Wonderful. Felicia, I'm glad you got here in time to do the deep breathing. Hello to you. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Oh, how does it feel when you do your deep breathing? Doesn't it feel a little different? It should feel a little different. It should feel like, okay, all right, I got a little oxygen to my brain. I'm feeling a little smarter than I was a few minutes ago. I'm glad you made it, girl. Sometimes it'll make you feel sleepy. Sometimes it'll make you really tired to do your deep breathing. Sometimes it'll have you all wired up. You got all this extra oxygen. You're like, ooh, let's do something with it. It is a person-to-person, case-to-case basis. But when you do the deep breathing, you're going to feel good, all right? Or because you're feeling heavy because you just ate. Well, yeah, you're going to feel real heavy if you're doing the deep breathing on top of a full stomach. Yes, indeed you will. But oxygen helps with digestion too. Increased oxygen helps with all your tissues. It gives it excess oxygen. It makes everything work better than it was. So, hey, it might be a little heavy right now, but hopefully it'll help your digestion go. Right? Mama Khan, glad that you are here. Hello. Glad to see you. Glad to see you, Stephanie. Hey, I see you over there, girl, on Facebook. Glad you're here. Hi there, Mama Khan. All right. So we got our deep breathing down. All right. We did that. All right. What are we going to do next? Somebody say it for me. I know you know it now. Come on. I've been doing this for years now. Somebody say what the next thing is after the deep breathing. Anybody? Ah, come on. That's all right. That's all right. I know you're going to get it as soon as I pull it back up. Do your journaling. Do your journaling. We've got to start doing our journaling, okay? If you're not doing that, you are doing yourself a disservice. You need some time. Lou had it. I see you over there, Lou. Lou is like, yes, the deep breathing and the journaling, it goes together. But yes, you got to be doing your journaling. You need to sit down. You need to have a few minutes during the day where you are paying attention to your own thoughts, where you are sitting down and writing down what is going on with you. You can take 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes to do that. If you're not doing that, dang, how much are you doing for yourself? You need to be doing a little bit of self-work, self-care to be able to get past this trauma. That's how it works. You got to take care of yourself. When you're hurt, you got to take care of yourself, right? You got to bandage stuff up. You gotta make sure that things don't get infected. Okay, this is that basic care of yourself after you've been hurt, after you've been traumatized. Do your journal, okay? You said yes. Makai's mommy said, I swear I'm doing it more and the journaling is helping me more. It really does. It helps your brain to reflect a little bit better. It helps you not to lash out so much because you've already been talking about it with your journal, and you may not have to like throw it at his head. You can go ahead and just be like, okay, all right, hold on. I think I can work this out on my own. I don't need to talk to him. So it's very, very helpful. It helps you to sort through how the emotions are, starts you to regulating them, starting to even them out. Make sure that we're not acting all codependent and crazy and whatnot just because we got hurt. We don't want to like go overboard in the, oh, I'm so hurt, so I'm going to act nuts. We got to stop that, right? We got to make sure that we're not in that sphere. We're keeping good control over our emotions. We are being safe and sane and acting like, okay, what do we really want? Following what we really want instead of what the fear and the pain is telling us that what you want. Mama Kai, he said, sorry, driving and keep losing connection. That's okay. That's all right. That's the first time I've ever asked anybody to say what the next thing was. But, you all are my people. Every one of y'all I'm so comfortable with. So, I got to throw new things out there every now and again. But we got to be doing our journaling. Sit down. Look how pretty this one is. Dang, don't you want a journal like that? But sit down with your journal. We need to do the date. We need to do the time. We need to do the level of anxiety, 0 to 10. 0 is no anxiety whatsoever. Great, wonderful. Write that down. You want to remember that. 10 is I want to rip my hair out, tear my clothes off, run screaming down the street naked because I have lost control of myself. That is a 10. If you are not at that level, you are not at a 10. Bring it down a level. You can say you're a 9, but you can't say you're a 10 unless we running down the street screaming naked. We need to have a loss of control of some kind. If you are screaming in your own house, breaking stuff in your own crib, things you paid for, yeah, that's a 10. That's a 10, but you're not sitting down journaling when you're doing that. So that's how you know the difference, all right? If you can't get yourself together, that's a 10. If you can sit down and you can open up your journal and you can grab your pen and put it to paper, you're probably not a 10, all right? But 0 to 10, and we need to know that because we need to put a fence around these feelings. If we're going to regulate them, if we're going to get control over them, we have to actually fence them in. We have to make sure that they can't get any bigger than that. That's as big as it can get is a 10. It's a complete loss of control. That is as bad as you can possibly feel. Now, when you start journaling, write your level of anxiety at the top. And then after you finish journaling, write your level of anxiety at the bottom. That is, that's in most of these, the apps and stuff that you can get, like Calm, and the one that I said today, the tapping solution is the one that I said in the Tricky Triggers challenge today. If you use those apps, they ask you at the beginning, okay, where you at? And then they ask you at the end where you're at. And usually it has come down because you've done a little meditation, you have centered yourself, you have breathed, you have calmed down a little bit, and usually you feel better. So if you've sat down to do your journaling, that's just the same as doing one of those activities, and you'll probably be calmer afterward. And you need to know that. You need to be reinforcing to yourself that this stuff works. Because once you do that, then your brain can't convince you, oh, you shouldn't journal. It doesn't even help. Oh, no, the hell it does. I know it does because I wrote down that it did. I got evidence. It's right here in the book. So write that down, okay? You need to be doing that. Third thing, oh, you know how I feel about being grateful. I need that gratitude practice in your life. I need you to have that, okay? I need you to wake up every day and just look around you and just be grateful for things. You know how grateful. I'm usually pretty grateful just waking up. I drink a glass of water first thing, like just 12 swallows of water. Somebody said do that and like wake up your digestion, and it works. But before I drink that water, I tell the water that I'm grateful for the water, okay? I'm a little woo-woo, yes I am, but I stop before I do anything. It's just being grateful for the fact that I can have a glass of water right by my bed, and it's probably cool water because I got this awesome, look at my cup is always going to keep things cold, so I can go ahead and get a cool drink of water first thing in the morning. That is something to be grateful for, because plenty of people can't do that, all right? Just those little things. It has to be everything. You got to be constantly looking for something to be grateful for. If you're doing that, you are occupying your brain. Your brain doesn't have time to be sitting there listening to the little monster that's telling you horrible stories about your life, because you're living your life and you're being grateful for your life in the moment, and you can't entertain both of those at the same time. All right, so we need to be doing that. Because, Mom, you said I used to write, then I stopped because of my carpal tunnel. I remember you were telling me about that. But I brought my hand back. Oh, my hand brace, and felt great writing ever since. Good. I'm so glad. I love to write. Before I was anything, I was a writer. Before I was anything else, I loved to write. I used to write poetry. I love stationery. I love pen to paper. There's just something about it. It's just something about it. Something that connects to your brain, and it kind of frees you up. So I'm glad that you got that back. I used to sprain my wrist all the time. I'd still be writing with the brace on. It'd be killing me, but I'd still be writing. So I'm glad you got that back. And see, Thursday, good thing. You got that hand brace, be grateful for it, because now you can write like you want to. So it's a beautiful thing. Be grateful. So Thursday, let's see. Oh, I gotta say this one because I'm excited for my girl. Ebony says that she just got promoted from legal assistant to paralegal at her job. Time to celebrate. That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying I love hearing this good news. I love hearing about all of the good things that happen to y'all. So make sure that you're posting your Thirsty Thursdays. If you got something, tell me. Let me know. Mention it now, and I will shout you out, because I love to celebrate with you. I know I go through a lot of the pain with you. I want to celebrate with you too, okay? I don't want to be all bad news between the two of us, all right? All right. So yeah, Cosmom, it feels so good to write. You can write whatever you want. My college professor calls it free writing. Whatever you feel on the paper. It's connect that pen to your brain. That's all it is. As we said in Hamilton, when you do that, there is something about it. There is something like cathartic about it. It frees you right on up. It really does. I've always loved to write. I've always loved words. I love a blank page, but then I love to fill it up with words too. So it's so good to do your journaling. Do your journaling. All right. All right, let's see. And the fourth thing that I always tell you, that I will always tell you, I know your brain is screaming at you that you can only forgive. You can only get past this. You can only stop stressing it if you just have more answers. I know that your brain is saying that to you. I'm telling you your brain is lying. It's lying to you. I promise it is. It is not telling you the truth. All of those answers that you were seeking, your brain is going to use it against you. Okay? That's what's going to happen. It's not going to use it for you to feel understanding and for you to feel relief from the pain. That's not what it's for. Your brain is asking you to ask all these questions, all this deep, what happened, what was going on in your brain, all of that, okay? And down to the dirty details too of, what were they doing, what was going on. Yeah, you don't need to know any of that. You really don't. Your brain is messing with you. It is telling you that you need to know that information in order to heal, but it's just a mechanism to try and keep you safe by throwing things at your head every time you start to forgive. Time you start to forgive. And you will see this. Matter of fact, somebody who has been working with me, tell them how often it is that you like, yes, I'm on the right track. And then all of a sudden a thought will derail you. And all of a sudden it is all the doubt and all the fear all over again because of something you have asked that you probably should have asked. Anybody got a story about that? You all write it in the comments if you do. But I want to give you a better, more constructive thing to do with that urge. You want to ask questions. I get it. I understand. I know what your brain is doing to you. However, I'm saying that you cannot keep listening to it and doing what it wants to do. So let's give it some better questions to ask. This is excellent right here. This is the healing edition. You can find that on Amazon. It's about $30, and it is an excellent game. It's 199 questions trying to heal a relationship. And these are much better questions to ask. These are going to be questions that, okay, will give you some amount of healing. We'll give you some understanding of one another, not just keep on pressing the pain button over and over and over. We don't need that, okay? If we want to heal, we can't keep on going back and rubbing more salt into the wound. It doesn't work, okay? So, in order for you to heal up, let's give you some better questions, all right? This one says, if you had to choose one shared memory to define our relationship, what would it be and why? Ooh, I like that question. I've never seen that one before. If you had to choose one shared memory to define our relationship, what would it be and why? You had to choose one shared memory from our relationship to define our relationship, what would it be and why? You see over here too? If you had to choose one shared memory to define our relationship, what would it be and why? Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to ask my husband that. I'm going to come back and tell you. I'll tell you. Let me put this off to the side so I remember to ask. All right, I'm going to ask him because I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that one. All right, what do you think surprises me most about our connection? That's a good one, right? What do you think surprises me most about our connection? What do you think surprises me most about our connection? I think my husband's most surprised that he likes me. I think he was like, I like you better than most people. I was like, yeah, that's the whole point. You're supposed to. I think it still surprises him though. When do you doubt me the most and why? Ooh, this one might be one of those ones where you want to pass, all right? That the way you pass in the game is to look at each other in the eye for 10 seconds and then say pass. Hey, look, if it's going to start an argument, don't do it. But when do you doubt me the most and why? You might want to find the answer after that. But let me give you another one to replace that one if you feel wisely that you're not going to ask that one. What do you want more of from me? That's a better one right there. I like that one. What do you want more of from me? That's a good question, right? I like it. I like that set. I like playing that game. We've got the long-term relationship one too. There's a whole bunch of them. They're in rainbow colors. And you can find those on Amazon. great game to play, satisfies that need to keep asking questions, but it's not destructive questions. That's what we got to get with. We got to stop doing things that are destructive, things that don't work, things that make us miserable, things that make them miserable. We got to stop doing all that in order to be able to heal. It's part of the process. I know it feels like you should just be able to do it until you feel like stopping, but that's not going to get you healed fast. That's going to make it last a long period of time. And you don't want to keep on doing that. I don't want you to have to suffer any longer than you have to. The sooner you make up your mind and implement the dreams formula, the sooner you'll get out of pain. The sooner it will happen. I want 1,000 women out of pain this year. I want to be able to facilitate that for 1,000 women, and I know that's possible. I know that that's an amount of women that is possible in this year. But I gotta have you with me, okay? I gotta have you wanting to do the dreams formula. Walk yourself through it. If you're not gonna work with me, at least do that much for yourself. Work it through. This is the exact thing that I use to be able to get to a better place, to get myself healed. I'm giving it all to you, okay? This is exactly what I did, all right? First thing is the dreams formula is the D. It is the decision. You have to make up your mind about what you're going to do here. Is this the person or is it not the person? If this is your person, then go all out fighting for your person. This whole thing of, oh, well, you should just back away and okay, so what? You'll find more love later on. I feel like that is wasteful, and I feel like it's very, I don't know, it's very unappreciative of being given the person. If you think this is the one anyhow, you'd be willing to give them up for them being an idiot? I mean, they're going to be an idiot. You were guaranteed that was going to happen. When I met my husband, there had been so many people, and I was like, is this the one? No, it's not the one. Is this the one? No, it's not the one. When I met my husband, I was sure. I knew. I was for positive this was the one. My whole world shook the first time I heard his voice. I knew he was the one. Yeah, he's an idiot sometimes. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, we understand that about people. We know that can happen, but he wasn't going to ruin it for me. I was going to do what it took to be able to have what I wanted, and he was what I wanted. I feel like we get lost in the whole process of this, that what you want stops mattering because they were an idiot. I don't think that that's true. I don't want your brain to keep telling you that what you want doesn't matter. What you want matters a hell of a lot. And if you decide what you want is to work this relationship out, you can damn well have it. You can. All you have to do is make up your mind and then stick to that decision every time there's a chance to make a decision, whether you are going forward with having what you want or you are going backward with letting it go. You got to choose to move forward and hang on to what you want. I think that that's the case in everything in life. I don't think that this is just relationships. I think this is everything. I think it's hard to do the things that you want to do. It's hard. It was hard to become a coach. It was hard to do this. But guess what? I really wanted to do it. This is how I wanted my life to be. And so I made it be that. Okay? I knew I could do it because I did it with him. I knew I was capable of it because I'd already done it. And that's what I want you all to see with this experience, that this is an experience to show you that there is not a thing, not an emotion, not an action from another person that can get in your way if you have decided what you want to do. Okay? So get off the fence. All right? You're going to have blisters in your butt. Somebody will. I know several people like it when I say that, but get off the fence. Go ahead and make the decision. Be with who you want to be with. You don't have to wait for anybody to give you permission, but if you do need it, I'm giving you permission. Okay? The second thing is to get your fears in order. The R is for recognizing, then overcoming those fearful speech thoughts. I call it fear speech, but you can call it anything. You can call it negative thoughts. You can call it negative self-talk, whatever it is that you want to call it. It's all the fears that you have, and then you hear those inside your head in stereo. And then there's all the fears that other people have. Since you made this decision, somebody in the group was saying that since I made this decision, everybody's acting all mean to me and unsupportive of me because they're so afraid that I'm going to get hurt again. And so they're treating me badly because they're afraid that I'm going to get hurt again. What the hell? Exactly. That's their fear. Their fear is trying to talk to your fear and trying to talk you out of doing what you want with your life. Because it's a scary thing and you shouldn't do scary things. No, absolutely not. We're not listening to that. Recognize that that's what it is. It's all about fear. It's nothing to do with love and happiness and having what you want. It's not about that. It's about running from something because you're afraid of it. And I'm not that type of chick. I don't want you to be that type of chick either, okay? I don't want you running from things just because you're scared of them, okay? If it's a real life or death situation, okay, cool. But this is not actually a life or death situation. This is an emotional situation. You can get past this. This is not, if you take him back that somebody is going to die. It is not the case. If you take him back, you could be very, very happy. The two of you could be very, very happy. And haters all around you could be miserable and you can bask in that. I don't see where there's a problem with that. All right? So we gotta figure out what our fears are. We got to overcome those. We got to just go ahead and bowl our way through those fears and go ahead and be with the person we love. E of the dreams formula is to evaluate the why. We got to figure out why this happened. Now, not for the reason that you think. We do not have to figure out why this happened to try and stop it from happening again. That's not the way to do it. That's not the way to go about it. If you want to stop this from happening again, you heal. You heal and you show love to the person that you love and you amaze them and you show them that, oh my God, this amazing woman decided to forgive me. Oh, please don't ever let me do anything stupid to hurt her again. That's how you stop it from happening again. You finding out why he did this, that doesn't stop it from happening again. It just gives you a reason to be compassionate for him, to understand, okay, yes, you were going through some pain. I get that. Hey, sweet island chick, I see you. Hello, glad you're here. So, okay, all right, the whys. We've got sick, sad, stupid. That's pretty much all the categories. That's pretty much as you're going to get. Sick is some kind of physical illness. It can be anything. Something is wrong chronically. Something is wrong going on with them in their body. People do not behave their best when they're sick. They just don't. And that includes being addicted to drugs and alcohol. That includes having depression and anxiety. When you are sick, you're not at your best. You're just not. So, okay, that's one thing. Some kind of sick, all right? Then there's sad. Sad is, a loss of some kind. It says Satan. I'm trying to tell you, man. I don't get all in this. Nope, I'm not even going there. Hold on. Sadness is a loss of some kind. It is feeling like he's lost you, feeling like he didn't become the man that he was supposed to be. A lot of them have that issue. Losing a parent, losing a brother or sister, losing a friend. Some kind of loss usually has precipitated them cheating in some way, shape, or form. Then there is stupid. Stupid is all of the stupid things that we are all taught about being in relationships with one another. It is stupid that we are taught that, you're supposed to just kick him to the curb. Even if you love him, screw him. You don't have to even stay. You can just let him go. Even that's stupid. We've been told that that's the only path. And if you don't do that, then there's something wrong with you. That's stupid. All right. So they get told just as much stupid stuff as we do. They get told all types of weird, strange things that they want boys to do that they don't want girls to do. Like, who are they supposed to be doing it with? But okay, boys, they'll tell teenage boys, okay, well, you haven't had sex yet at 17. Oh, there's something wrong with you. Oh, I don't know what's going on. You're supposed to have a whole bunch of notches, not by now. Saying all of that to them, expecting that of them, but then expecting later on that they're going to know how to be faithful and loyal mates with us. Like, how does that work? That's not what they're getting taught. So that's stupid. It's a stupid expectation for them to know what it is to be in a relationship, because we never even teach them that. And then the stuff that women get taught about being in a relationship sucks too. A lot of it is not correct either. So then we're all just staring at each other, trying so hard to work it out, but having absolutely no idea how. And of course, we as women, we think that our way is perfectly right. And sometimes it's really wrong. Okay, sometimes we're doing the wrong things to be in a loving relationship, and we don't even know that because we've been taught by so many other women the damaged way that it seems like, oh, that's correct. So 6, sad, stupid. That's evaluating the why. We got to figure out why this happened so we can have some compassion. Have some compassion for the stupid thing that men are told as they're growing up. Have some understanding for him having a loss. Have some understanding about him being sick. Have that compassion for him to allow you to be able to forgive. All right. There is evaluating the why. Then there's allowing the healing to happen. Whoo, that's a hard one. Okay. That's letting them back in. That is getting intimate again. That's putting your ring back on. That is acting like you are a person who wants to be with somebody instead of a person who is just hurting and angry with that person. So we've got to start behaving like we love each other again. We got to start doing stuff, going on dates, doing the Netflix and chill, having sex, on a regular basis, sleeping in the same bed, not talking about the pain all the time, actually moving on from that topic, talking about regular things for a little bit of the day sometimes, instead of just always talking about misery. It's the little things, but it's constantly remembering, okay, am I going to go back in time and be stressed out about this and be angry with him and bring this up? Or am I going to move forward and get us to a better place and make it so he never wants to do this again because I'm such an amazing person and I forgave him? All right. Got to make that choice. Then there is the M, which is managing the future feelings, those triggers. That's what we have been talking about all week in the group. If you have missed it, come on, send me your email so I can enter you into the contest and go answer the hashtag Tricky Triggers Challenge post in the group. Go answer the questions. Go do the activities. I'm trying to tell you, I was trying to go over exactly why these triggers happen, where they come from, and then things that you can do about them. Trying to stop them before they happen, and then once we have them, what can we do about them? That's what we've been doing all week. So if you want to learn how to deal with the triggers, I was doing that all week. But that's the main thing about the managing the future feelings. You got to know the plan for your triggers. You got to be able to stop yourself from lashing out. Okay, we have the sudden, intense emotion, and then we have the lash out. We have to stretch out that time in between the emotion and the lash out. Because if you can stretch that time, you can get a couple extra thoughts in there. And you can say, okay, well, wait, I probably shouldn't lash out because that's not how a healed person acts now, is it? Maybe I should do something else. Then you have led yourself to a better place. You are not just reacting, you are starting to regulate your emotions. So you need to be on that. You need to be doing that, paying attention to the thoughts that are going through your brain, not allowing them to just run wild and do whatever they want to. All right? And then after the M, there's the S, is get some support. Get somebody who gets it, okay? You can get whoever you like. You don't have to work with me. You don't have to. You can take everything that I just said and go get a buddy, and the two of you can work on it, and by summertime, you can feel completely different than you do right now. You can be in a place where you're feeling hopeful, that you're feeling more trusting. Things may pop up, but you'll have it down by the summertime. Start right now with a buddy. But if you want to work with me, I sure want to work with you. Okay. I love coaching people. I love the one-to-one. I love being able to sit here and talk to you and do Zoom meetings with you and tell you every day. If you need me to tell you every day, I will argue with the monster inside your head every day, and I will put you back on the right path every single day because I believe in your love. I do. I believe in it. I think that it's real. I think that is true. I think that you are not crazy in the least for wanting it. I think even the fact that you do just even a little bit want to fix this, that is a great and magical and powerful love, and I want to be in on it. Okay, I feel like it's a good thing to have around me. All right, I enjoy being able to let people get that developed and let it grow and let that love be the thing that guides you in life, and you'll feel loving and hopeful and happy, and I don't see why there's any problem with doing that. I am fully for that. I want that for you. So if you do want to work with me, come on and work with me. But if not, it's fine. Listen exactly what I'm saying, do exactly what I'm saying. It's all action. It's all about doing the thing. It's a little bit easier to do the thing when you got me in your head telling you logical stuff all the time. But hey, you don't actually need that because I didn't have that. I had myself talking to myself, but I didn't have anybody to help me. I just went through this entire formula and did it over and over again until it stuck, until I was like, okay, yes, that works. I see that it works. It worked from the very beginning. Every time I tried to make the decision, or every time I tried to make him make the decision, things went bad. If I said that I was going to make the decision, things started going better. So it's just a matter of I figured out what didn't work. So I'm giving that to you. I want you to know it. I want you to have it. I want you to implement it in your lives. But if you do need help, if you do need support, I am here for you. Okay? I want to help you. All right? Oh boy, Mama Khan. I think that you said Satan. I'm like, I think we're all capable of doing just terrible things on our own. Like, people can be really bad. Like, oh Lord, we don't even need Satan most of the time. We can do awful things to each other just fine, without any intervention, without any divine intervention whatsoever. I get what you're saying though, but oh girl, every day in and day out, it's like a lot of what I see is just people being bad to each other. And it's not even that the fact that they want to be bad to each other. It's the fact that they're hurting. It's not even evil. It's just pain. There's so much pain. There's so much pain. Everybody's feeling it. Everybody's all anxious and stressed out. And I remember I used to be like that. And I worked on it. I didn't like it. I didn't want to be like that. And so everything I'm telling you, just calming yourself, centering yourself, doing your affirmations, just try to get yourself out of pain this year, and you won't be adding to the multiple problems of the fact that everybody's in pain. I feel after years of doing this, I have a lot of compassion. A lot of women get mad at me when I'm coaching them. They're like, oh, you're always on his side. But it's not that I'm on his side. I'm on the side of a healthy, happy relationship. And if you're doing something that is against that, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you know. I'm going to call you to task for it. And I'm going to put you on the right path to not do that so that you have the healthiest possible relationship. And then you can heal. Then when you have that healthy relationship, it heals you up. And then you're able to look back and be like, oh my God, I was doing some crazy stuff back then before I was healed. Once I got healed, things got so much easier. I want your life to be easier. I want you to stop being in pain, and I want your life to be easier, and I want you to be able to be with the person you love and be happy with the person you love and have joy in your life and be able to go on and do bigger and better things instead of just being stuck in this pain anymore. There's no point to you still being stuck here. There's just not. Sweet Alan Shaky said, my goal this year is to get out of the pain. Girl, that's what I'm trying to say. Message me, all right? I will help you. I will help you. I want 1,000 women. I want 1,000 women verified that I can say, okay, yes, we did this. We worked on it. We got you out of pain. We got you to a better place. If you are in that place, if that's where you are right now, you're like, screw it. Like Sweet Island chick, she's like, I want to heal. That's where you are. Message me. Message me. We will figure out a way to help you. Whatever price range you're in, whatever it is that you're going to need from me to help you to heal, I want to get 1,000 women this year, so I gotta go ahead and hurry up. I gotta start getting some under my belt. So hurry up and message me. Let me know, and I will help you. Okay? I feel so bad that like somebody in the group, she was very tense because she was like, "Oh, these people that say that they're going to help you heal, like they just charge you an arm and a leg and they send you to like a weekend intensive and then nothing happens and it's not better." And I'm like, God, no, I don't want to do that to you. I do want to get paid to do this. I do want this to be my full-time job. I want to stop being a nurse completely and just do this. But because I feel like it's my calling, I would do this for free if I absolutely could. If I could, I had done it for years for free, but I can't keep that up. I gotta go ahead and make this be my full-time job. So I want to keep on doing this, but I don't want anybody to feel like they got ripped off. I want you to really have some results. I want you to have a breakthrough. I want you to get to a place where you have followed what I'm saying and you're like, oh, holy hell, that's all I had to do. I want you to get to that place. Once you're to that place, most of the time you can take it and run with it. But you need some help for that. You need help. There's a monster in your brain raging, angry that you're trying to fix this, that you're trying to heal up, that you're trying to allow love and hope and open yourself back up. That monster is pissed off about that. I can help you fight that. I know exactly all the things that the monster is going to say. And I got a big sword and I got a big mouth and it can talk to me all it wants to, and I'm going to talk it down, and then I'm going to stab it with my sword. I will help you with the thoughts. Okay. I help you with them. So many people, Lou's here and Makai's mom, you're here. You all know, eventually you get my voice in your head, right? For some reason, when people work with me for a little while, all of a sudden it's like they get a Dasha in their head, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, yeah, I know exactly what you were going to say. So hopefully you can go ahead and get up with me so you can get a Dasha in your head. Louie said you're the best and super affordable. Oh, I wouldn't be feeling great without you, Coach. See, that's what I'm saying. I want you to feel better. That's all. That's what I'm in this for. I want you to feel better. I'm charging enough that I can get by. I'm trying to create a group program now so that I can charge a little bit more for my one-to-one and you can do the group thing. But honey, I'm trying to say, I want you to feel better. There's no need for you to be this miserable forever. You don't have to do that. Nobody is requiring that of you. And if you feel like somebody is, you're going to have to shake them off, okay? They're not good for you. If you feel like somebody is trying to make you be miserable, continue to be in pain about this, then you need to get rid of them, all right? They are not a help. They are a hindrance, all right? So if you are needing some help, I want you to come to me. Let me know. I will work with you. We will figure this out for you because you deserve to be out of pain. You deserve just the fact that you're so brave to want love like this. I want to help you. Okay? Just because. I know some people will rag on you and jump on your back about it, but I think that it's freaking amazing that you do that. That you are like, I love him. I love him enough that I want to forgive him. I think that's amazing that you found that. Bob Marley said, everybody's going to hurt you. You just got to find the one that's worth hurting for. There's no need to be stressed out about the fact that somebody you love hurt you. It just means that you feel something. Okay, we feeling feelings. Okay, all right. That doesn't mean give up the whole thing. That doesn't mean, oh, his feelings weren't real and I was just in a delusion all this time. It doesn't mean any of that. It doesn't mean any of those negative thoughts that your brain tries to tell you and that other people try and tell you. It just means that you are an awesome person and the universe was like, here, let me give them their person. And yes, there's going to be difficulties with them being together because, hey, that's what it is to be on this planet. But we've given them their person. This wonderful person deserves their person. And you found them. You want to keep them? That I feel like you're being appreciative of a gift. I like to help people who are appreciative. Right? So I want you to message me if you got any problems. So, questions, comments, thoughts, complaints. You know, I want to hear it all. You know, if I have said anything that sounds like I am a raving lunatic, I want to hear from you, okay? Don't let me sit here and be talking crazy and you don't say anything about it. I want to make sure that whatever I'm saying to you when we are doing these lives, when you are talking to me one-on-one, when you can get in on one of those, I want you to feel like, okay, yes, that all sounded like the truth. That all sounded doable. It didn't sound like it was way over my head. It sounded like, okay, yeah, that's something that can be accomplished. That's what I want. I don't want you to feel like this is super complicated because it's actually not. The only thing that really makes it complicated is the feelings. That's the thing that makes it super complicated is all the feelings involved. But Queen, you are a master of your emotions. You are not just out here all willy-nilly letting your emotions run wild. I know that you have the capability to be able to get them under control, regulate them, and let them actually do their job, which is to give you information, accurate information, by being regulated. If your emotions are not regulated, they're not doing their job as giving you important information. They're just all over the place making stuff up. And so then your perspective of the world is skewed. You shouldn't have to deal with all that. You are perfectly capable. I know that you can. So straighten up the crown, get yourself together, come on, get some help to work this out, all right? Get these emotions under control. You certainly deserve it, all right? Any questions? Oh, Mama Khan, hey. You said have marriage counseling and meeting with our priest tomorrow and gave up alcohol for Lent. What the hell was that thing? I know, right? I haven't given anything up for Lent in a while. Yeah, because some days you might need it. But no, it's going to be a good day tomorrow. It's going to be a good day. Go into the marriage counseling with a good attitude and ask her about maintaining a good attitude and just pay it. Like, that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on good times, having wonderful things. We're not going to talk about bad stuff. And meeting with your priest, same thing. Yeah, we can talk about some of the problems, but we're going to talk about how we are coming through them too. All right? Let's talk about that. Talk about the good. Don't forget to talk about the good. I think a lot of people go to marriage counseling and say, and like vomit up all the bad, and then you're like, oh, I feel so bad after therapy. I'm like, yeah, you didn't talk about anything good. You talked about all the negative stuff. Yeah, that's exhausting. Where's your poor little body out? So, talk about some good things. Get them to give you some good tips and see if, they can give you something that's positive that you can be doing right now. Hopefully it won't be a bad trip. I hope it'll be a good time. You're going to have a great time. You're going to have a great day tomorrow. You're not even going to know why. Just wake up in the morning and claim it for yourself. Be like, this is going to be a great day. And C doesn't become a great day. I promise. Just start off the day. The first thoughts you have in the morning when you wake up and open your eyes, say, this is going to be a fabulous day. And trust it and see where it goes. All right? Because you got the power. What your brain focuses on, what you are choosing to pay attention to, is where you aim your power. And so if you keep on aiming it at the negative, you're going to be aiming it at the negative. You're going to be consistently getting negative. But if you start aiming at the positive, aiming at the gratitude, aiming at allowing that healing to happen and letting down the walls and being soft and sweet again to your mate, you start doing the things that a person that is healed does, you become a person that is healed. That's how it works. And whatever you act like, you can be. So if you keep on doing the be part of it, you will get there. You will feel it eventually. It's just a matter of behaving your way into your brain believing it. Okay? All right. I don't see any other questions, comments, thoughts, complaints. If there's nothing else, I guess that's about it. That's all I got. I didn't even have any questions to answer this time. I'll do that. Oh, wait a minute. I looked earlier, but let me make sure I didn't skip over anybody's question. Oh, I was looking for it. That's what I was saying. Did you all see that? The post about the question? I posted it last night. I remember posting it, but I don't see it now. The post about, what do we want to talk about? You got any questions? Yeah. That's so weird. I don't know. It's gone. I could have swore somebody had posted too. I don't know. I don't see it. But if I find it again, I'll say it next week. Sweet Alan Chicky said, it'd be so hard for me to get back to being soft and lovable. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's who you actually are. The fear and the pain are telling you to be all hard and vulnerable. That's not who you actually are as a person. Is it? Like, is that who you really are? It is not that hard to actually go back to who you are. The pain will try and convince you that you are somebody completely different now. You are not. You are the same person, you just got hurt. Now you're going to grow some, yes. You're going to learn new things, yes. But you're not a completely different person. You don't deserve to be all hard and invulnerable forever. You don't need to be a robot for what? Does that sound like fun? That's always some question I come back to. Soft and lovable is fun. You get to be cuddled and you get to be tickled and you get to enjoy being intimate. And if you're being all hard and keeping that wall up and it's constant competition and we can't relax around each other and I can't just enjoy myself with you anymore, who would want that? It doesn't take as much as you think it does. It really doesn't. It just takes a concerted effort to soften up when you feel yourself getting all hard and rigid, to purposely soften your body, soften your breath, soften your words, soften your actions. You will find your person again. You'll find yourself all over again. I've always been big on love. I believed in it. There was a time where it was like, oh, I'm never going to get married. I'm never going to have a long-term relationship. It's never going to work out. And then my husband, meeting him, it turned me back to that softie I was in the first place, that wanted the love, that wanted the marriage, that wanted a relationship and children and the whole thing. And he reminded me of it. It didn't take much to go back to that person. Even through all the pain and childhood trauma and all the crap, even then, it still wasn't hard to go back to that loving person because that's who I really was. He said by my brain saying, no, he cheated. Yeah. And say, what of it? Yeah, so? Brain, okay, yeah, he did. That's exactly what happened. And you're telling me that I got to give him up for that? Why? Why do I have to? Because he cheated. Okay, all right. Because what does that mean to you? Oh, well, that means that he doesn't love you. That's not true. I wouldn't be loving this much on somebody who didn't love me. And, oh, well, it means that he's not mature enough for a relationship. Well, hell, who is? Everybody got to try it out and do the wrong thing sometimes to get mature enough for a relationship. That's how that works. So, you know what I'm saying? All the time when your brain is just sitting there arguing with you, argue back. You are in control of your brain. Your brain is not in control of you. We need to understand that there is separation here. Your brain is just doing what it does. It is just doing autopilot functions. You are the conscious being. You are the consciousness that runs this whole thing. Your brain's going to do its job, But if you keep on listening to everything it has to say, like it's really conscious and it's understanding, you're going to be led wrong, because all your brain is worried about is you. Your brain does not understand that other people even exist. It doesn't care about other people. It only cares about you. So your consciousness is the part of you that loves him, that wants to be together. That's the part of you that needs to be driving. We cannot just let our brain just run away with itself. Erykah Badu said, you don't have to believe everything you think. That right there, that always said it to me. You do not have to believe everything you think. Your brain is out here doing its own thing. It is not aware of reality. Whatever you imagine, your brain will believe that it's real. Imagine it long enough. Your brain will be like, yeah, that happened. Exactly. So whatever your brain is saying, you can stop it. You can control it. You're in charge. You're the consciousness driving. You can control it. Promise when you said not easy at all. Not easy, but simple. Not easy, but not too time consuming if you just work on it. It's not easy. It's a kind of a difficult concept because, there's a lot of fear speech. There's a lot of fear inside. There's a lot of fear coming from the outside. We've been told a lot of crap about how we're supposed to heal from this, how we're supposed to get better. But your brain is supposed to work for you. You got to determine, you got to program this computer if you want it to do what you want it to do. You can't just let it go on autopilot, because then it'll just take on over and have you in a hole somewhere, curled up, scared to death to come out and be around people. So we can't just let it do what it wants to. That's not going to lead you to the path of you having what you want in this life. I want you to have what you want. And if this first thing is to have this healthy, happy relationship, then damn it, we need to jump on that. We need to get on that. You need to start getting that, because you deserve that. All right. Oh, any other questions? Questions, comments, thoughts, complaints? I always ask. I want to know if you want to complain about me. If I'm crazy, I've always, they always thought I was crazy. You ever been a black sheep of the family? I was. I don't think I am anymore, but I was. I've always been a little different. So I accept that about myself. I'm glad that you all accept that about me. But the difference is usually telling you the truth, though. I'm not lying. I will tell you exactly how to heal from this and get to a better place. Just gotta listen to what I'm saying. Follow through, and you will get there. Absolutely. All right. All right. Lou says I'm the best coach. I feel so good. I love when people feel like I'm doing right by them. I feel like I'm a good coach. All right. I want about 20 people this month, because I want to try a little group thing. It's going to be still one-on-one with me, but it's going to be including a group aspect, and I want to divide it up and make it 2 groups. So I need about 10 and 10. So if you're interested in working with me, right now is a good time to catch me, because I'm experimenting a little bit, and I'm cheaper when I'm experimenting. So hit me up if you are interested in working with me. All right, so now it's time for an affirmation. Come on, lady, let's get an affirmation going. All right, today I am respectful. Today I will acknowledge other people's thoughts and feelings as well as my own. That's a good one. That's a good way to be. Isn't that the type of person you want to be? Respectful, acknowledging that other people got thoughts and feelings too. Might want to do that with you, honey. I'm just saying, he got thoughts and he got feelings too. And yeah, he's kind of an idiot, but you might want to be respectful. Might want to acknowledge his thoughts and his feelings a little bit. See how it is. All right. See, Island Chick, girl, come just message me, girl. I'm here. I will send you all you need to know. Just message me. And yes, we can do that. We can talk. All right. All right, that's about it. That's about all she wrote for me today. I am so glad that you joined me for the Healing Hour Live. I absolutely love doing this with you all. And we will meet back here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week, Thursday. In the meantime, don't do what the fear tells you to do. Whatever it says, do the exact opposite and stay on the healing path towards what you want. I love you and I'm very, very proud of you. And I will see you again next week. Bye. Bye over here on Instagram. Sweet Island Chick, message me. All right. And bye over here on Facebook and YouTube. All right.